Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video is brought to us by new Patreon supporter Gabriel. Huge thanks to Gabriel and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Gabriel reached out asking for a deck that would make his opponents want to quit Commander forever. Okay, not really forever, but one that they would hate him for even owning, much less playing. Cards that were salt-inducing. So the idea we finally settled on was Kaalia with Armageddon and various other Stax effects. Time to break out the tears of my players mug. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Kaalia is a 4-mana 2/2 legendary human cleric with flying. Whenever she attacks, we put an angel, demon, or dragon card from our hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking that player. The two things every commander deck wants to do is ramp and draw cards. When we have a commander that can slam a 9-mana demon onto the battlefield for free, I'd call that some of the best ramp in the game. In fact, the ramp is so good, we don't even need lands. And since we don't have lands, you don't need them either, right? Now, I've made budget Kaalia decks on this channel in the past, so this one will not be budget. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. I know I'm sponsored, so you may not believe me, but Ultimate Guard katanas are the best sleeves on the planet. They have gorgeous colors like these white ones, are durable and long-lasting, and an absolute joy to shuffle. Let Ultimate Guard protect your cards with katanas. Pick yours up today at your local game store, or order them on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming with my son over on Musings by Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Arid Mesa, Marsh Flats, Bloodstained Mire, Scalding Tarn, Flooded Strand, Verdant Catacombs, Savai Triome, Sacred Foundry, Godless Shrine, Blood Crypt, Spectator Seating, Vault of Champions, Luxury Suite, Sundown Pass, Shattered Sanctum, Haunted Ridge, Clifftop Retreat, Isolated Chapel, Dragon Skull Summit, Elegant Parlor, Shadowy Backstreet, Raucous Theater, Arena of Glory, Minas Tirith, Bajuka Bog, 2 Mountains, 3 Plains, and 3 Swamps. Not too shabby. For mana ramp, we're running Smothering Tithe, Black Market Connections, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Conviction, Talisman of Hierarchy, Talisman of Indulgence, Boros Signet, Orzhov Signet, Rakdos Signet, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, and Ancient Copper Dragon. Lots of ways to make treasures and a solid array of mana rocks. Our card advantage package consists of Runescarred Demon, Laisa, Forgotten Archangel, Rakdos, Patron of Chaos, Ancient Brass Dragon, Dragon Mage, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Phyrexian Arena, the Immortal Sun, the One Ring, and Opposition Agent. A good mix of traditional card advantage, some graveyard recursion, and some tutors, as it should be. For interaction and spot removal, we're running Leyline of the Void, Angel of Serenity, Teferi's Protection, Boros Charm, Anguished Unmaking, Dawn's Truce, Bedevil, Abrade, Generous Gift, Fracture, and Aura of Silence. We're starting to get into the stacks. Our board wipes consist of Armageddon, Blasphemous Act, Mythos of Snapdax, Wildfire, Archfiend of Depravity, Ruinous Ultimatum, and Obliterate. What? I told you this deck was mean. The core of our deck consists of Herald of the Eternal Dawn, Avacyn, Angel of Hope, Aurelia the War Leader, Sarah's Emissary, Sower of Discord, Mithril Coat, Lightning Greaves, and Swiftfoot Boots. Supporting our Stax agenda, we're also running Blood Moon, Rule of Law, Archfiend of Despair, Grand Abolisher, Angelic Arbiter, Ob Nixilis Unshackled, Linvala, Keeper of Silence, Blind Obedience, Authority of the Consuls, Aven Mind Sensor, Deafening Silence, High Noon, Painful Quandary, and Storage Matrix. Gotta keep our opponents in line somehow. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 35 lands, 14 pieces of ramp, and our commander. 11 pieces of card advantage. 11 pieces of interaction plus 14 Stax effects. 7 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Leyline of the Void and Bojuka Bog. 1 sudden I win card in Avacyn, Angel of Hope. The only thing meaner than blowing up all the lands in play is blowing up just our opponent's lands. Of course, if we cast Obliterate with Avacyn on board, that would be even funnier. Now, as I said at the beginning, this is not a nice deck. This deck is designed to make people cry and never want to play you again. You see, Gabriel wanted to put some of the people at his LGS in their place after they started playing some rather vicious decks against newer players. So, this deck was created. I'm a firm believer of putting bullies in their place. I like having decks of various power levels, everything from super casual and silly all the way up to CEDH. Because playing Commander with decks that are all a similar power level is the most fun way to play, in my humble opinion. But every once in a while, you need to bring the thunder and destroy people.
When it is appropriate.
Do you have a Kaalia deck? How mean is your version? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits at gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons. Waffles, Drya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Borgie, Nazwin, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William Pye, Kazaris, Booksu, Patrick, Travis, Naffy, Noodle, Tiz, Art, Kiki Jiki, Gabriel, and Richard. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.